Space there, Bikram ground. There we go. All right. So bring your palms together, center the chest, and situate yourself so you can see me. I know some of these guys are kind of tall, so if you want to scoot over a little bit, move your stuff. Yeah, give yourself some room there. All right, there we go. We can move up a little bit. I don't think Jatinder will bite you. All right, inhale. Full deep breath. Take it all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. Fill the belly. Let the belly expand out like a balloon. Fill into the rib cage. Keep the heart center elevated. Fill into the chest. Open-heartedness. That's what it's all about. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale through the neck. Neck lock in place. Chin pulled back slightly. Not down, not up. Straight back. Fill all the way up to the top of the head. Feel the energy, life force energy, prana. And exhale, letting the tension go. Push the air all the way out. Release from the head, the neck, the chest, the rib cage. Pull the navel all the way back. Focus within. There's nothing to see up here. Inhale. Full deep breath. All the way up. Remember, elevated heart center, shoulders relaxed, neck lock in place. Fill all the way up, top of the head. Inhale a little bit more. This helps expand your rib cage, expand your lung capacity. And exhale, letting the tension go. That's the process of apana, the elimination process. You got to learn how to let go of stuff. Stuff you don't need, don't want, shouldn't have. Again, inhale deeply. You're taking in the life force energy, the blueprint of the universe. The atoms have not just the oxygen, but the spark in the atoms that create that cosmic dance within all of us and throughout the entire universe. And exhale. Now we'll inhale deeply to begin. Om Namo on the first breath. Gurudev Namo on the second breath. So inhale. Om. Deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so today we're going to be working on the air Tuttva, the life force energy of prana. That's what air is all about, the pavan. And that's going to be the mantra that's going to be part of the meditation. So I'll play it for you now so that you can Okay, but first we'll do some warm-up exercises, then we'll do a breath series, and then we'll do the meditation. So, grab a hold of your shins and begin spinal flex. As you inhale, roll the hips forward as you elevate the chest. As you exhale, roll back on the hips. Inhale forward, exhale back. Concentrate on the lower spine. Use your mental focus. Direct the energy of the breath where you're feeling the tension or the soreness in the spine. Let the energy, that pranic energy, penetrate the area. As you exhale, let the tension go. When you put your mental focus on the process, it augments and increases the dynamic of whatever the exercise is doing. Breathe into the navel point, your power center. Move that spine. Moves the spinal fluid up and down the spine. It moves it up into your brain as well. Helps clear the mind. Helps you develop clarity of thought. They actually did some research with this exercise, hooking people up to brainwave machines. This was at UCLA back in the 70s, and they found that it increased the brainwaves that people have when they're thinking clearly. Now don't be doing leaning forward. It's an elevation of the heart center. You roll back on the hips, elevate the heart center as you roll the hips forward. 30 more seconds. Focus at the brow point. Powerful breath. The breath is the driving force behind the yoga, the exercises. Channel the energy of the breath to the various parts of the body, depending on whatever exercise we're doing. Inhale deeply, straight spine, full deep breath. Fill the belly. Expand into the rib cage, fill the chest, shoulders relax, neck lock in place. I'll fill all the way up, top of the head. Inhale some more. Hold the breath now. Feel the energy, let it circulate. Exhale, letting the tension go. Inhale, exhale. Now come standing up. Okay, in this position, you're going to hook your thumbs together. Arms are straight. Keep the head between the arms so you do not hyperextend the neck. Your focus is at the heart center, okay? At the heart center. You're just going to inhale, lift that heart center up and back. That means you'll arch the spine somewhat, but don't drop the head back. Keep the head in line with the shoulders and the arms. Stretch up, inhale some more, stretch. Keeping the spine straight. Start leaning forward and down that heart center towards the knees. When you feel the pressure of the stretch, grab behind the legs or the ankles or the toes and exhale, relax into the stretch. And continue inhaling up and back, exhaling forward and down. Keep the legs locked straight as you're doing this. You can have them shoulder width apart. You don't have to have your feet together. You want to maintain your balance. Now when you feel that pressure of the stretch, that's when you anchor yourself. Grab behind the legs or the ankles or wherever you are, depending on your flexibility. Don't bend your knees. You're stretching the life nerve that runs from the big toe of each foot up the inside of each leg, up the each side of the spine. Don't bend your knees. Doesn't help. You may fool yourself, oh, I'm really flexible, I can touch my toes. Well, I can touch my toes sitting cross-legged position. So that's not the point. You just work in the dynamics of the pressure of the stretch. Pay attention to that. Honor that. Don't force yourself beyond that. Relax into the dynamics. That sets up your kind of like your limit. And if you force it, then you're going to hurt yourself and you're creating more stress and tension in the body, and you're defeating the whole purpose for doing the yoga in the first place. So keep stretching up and back. Remember to keep your head straight so you don't hyperextend the neck. And then slowly exhaling forward and down, relaxing into the stretch. Some of you guys might be young in age, but your life nerves are very short. So you got to keep working on it, keep stretching. Your body will forgive you eventually, but you have to work at it. You got to be persistent. A one-shot deal never seems to make that much of a difference. You can't just go out jogging around for an hour or so and figure, all right, my body knows what to do and now I can run a marathon. You got to work your way into it. Same thing with the yoga. You got to kind of work your way into it. You're untying the gigantic knot of stress. You have a lot of stress that gets locked in. Last time, inhale up and back, full deep breath. Inhale some more. Hold the breath and apply the root lock. Base of the spine, squeeze tight. Around the tailbone, squeeze those muscles tight. Pull in the navel point, focus at the brow point. Keep stretching up and back, that heart center. Exhale, release the tension, come forward and down. Exhale the air all the way out. Again, apply that root lock. Squeeze tight, base of the spine, pull in the navel. Focus at the brow point. Brings the energy to the top of the head. Now inhale and come sitting down. Relax the arms. Just come sitting down. Okay. Now let's come on to our hands and knees. We're going to do cat-cow. Hands and knees shoulder width apart. You're going to inhale, drop the belly down as you lift the head up and back, arching the spine. This is cow pose. As you exhale, bring chin to the chest, lift the spine all the way up as high as you can. Exhaling the air all the way out, and then continue. Inhaling into cow pose. Exhale into cat pose. Get as much movement in the spine as you can. Knees are shoulder width apart. You're like a table. You know, a table has 4 legs straight up and down. Again, use your mental focus. Direct the energy of the breath where you're feeling the tension. As you exhale, let the tension go. Last few seconds now, focus at the brow point. Keep the eyes closed, focus within. When the eyes are open, 70% of your awareness is out in the external world. Only about 30% is paying attention to what's going on inside. So keep the eyes closed so you'll get maybe 99.9% focus of what's going on within, hopefully. You want to go penetrate deeply within the trillions and trillions of atoms within your consciousness, within your being, within your body. You're like a microcosm. You're like a miniature model of the galaxies of the universe. Everything in the universe is made up of atoms. They have those neutrons, electrons, and protons circulating around. You know, they create an orbit around each other. That creates an energy configuration. So you have trillions of these energy configurations in your body that help to make up the mosaic of your person. Okay, now inhale into cow pose, lift the head up, drop the belly down, full deep breath. Arch, 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 up and back. Hold the breath again, apply the root lock, base of the spine, squeeze tight, keep the head up, drop the belly down. Squeeze tight that root lock, base of the spine, pull tight, pull in the navel, focus brow point. Exhale, release the tension, come into cow pose, lift the spine, drop the chin to the chest. Exhale the air all the way out. Again, squeeze that root lock. Base of the spine, squeeze tight, pull in the navel, focus at the brow point. This will give you a near-death experience. That's a good experience to have. And inhale, release the tension. Begin to learn to appreciate your breath. All right, now come sitting in easy pose. Okay. Just bring your hands onto your shoulders, fingers to the front, thumbs to the back. Keep the elbows up. You might have to move away from the wall there. We don't want to have any wall bangers going on. There's also the corner there. We're going to be turning to the left, exhaling to the right. Turn your head, left shoulder to the right shoulder. There you go. Turn it from one shoulder to the other shoulder. Don't cheat one shoulder. This lubricates those pads between the vertebrae. I know I say this every time, but we always have different people in class, so I just want to make sure people understand. This is the only yogic exercise that helps to lubricate those pads. They need to stay moist, soft, spongy, bouncy. It's like a regular sponge. You know, a sponge when it's dried out, it's like a brick. And if it's like a brick, you can break it off and crumble. If that happens in your spine, then you got bone on bone, you got chronic back pain, and all sorts of other problems. So this helps prevent all of that. Last few seconds, focus at the brow point. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, relax the arms down. Inhale deeply, full deep breath. Exhale. Now make your hands into loose fists, not tight fists. Your arms are here, right here. You know, your elbows are right here. You're going to inhale, pull back the elbows. Exhale, cross. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, throw them up over the shoulder. So it's back, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over. This is a good one to keep your eyes closed and just repeat that little phrase in your mind so you know what you're doing. Watching everybody else, you're going to get greatly confused because everybody's doing it differently. When you inhale back, when you pull your elbows back, you exhale when you cross. Inhale back, exhale, throw them over your shoulder as you exhale. Just remember in your mind, back, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over the cat, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over, back, cross, back, over. And continue. This really breaks up all this upper body tension. Gets that lymph fluid moving so it gets back into your blood system underneath the collarbones. That's critical. That helps to, if you got a clogged lymph system, it's going to really compromise your immune system and you're going to have a lot of sickness. But this helps clear all that out so your body gives proper feedback to the brain of what viruses and bacteria are in an area so that it can produce the right antibodies. It can produce pretty much every antibody it needs, but you know, we're so clogged up. Last few seconds now. Finish strong. Back, cross, back, over. Now inhale, relax the arms down, full deep breath. Exhale, letting the tension go. Inhale. Exhale, you can feel that tingling sensation, that upper chest, neck, and shoulder area. Loosen, gets that energy circulating. Okay, now drop your chin to the chest. Begin slowly rolling the head up around the back. On the inhale. Slowly exhale down around the front. Isolate the movement. Keep the shoulders steady. Just rotate that head and neck. This helps to work out the kinks in the neck. At the same time, it helps to stimulate those basic, powerful glands that control so many of the functions in our bodies. Your thyroid, your parathyroid in the throat, thalamus, hypothalamus, back of the skull, base of the skull. Pineal and pituitary glands, center of the brain. Now reverse direction. And inhale to the center. Okay, we're going to do this breathing yoga set. Pranayama, they call it. So bring your hands in Gyan Mudra. This is your finger of knowledge or wisdom. You're connecting it with your thumb, your ego, your personality. And just rest it here at your knees. Sit straight so the heart center's elevated, shoulders relaxed, neck lock in place, and begin breath of fire. If you don't know breath of fire, raise your hand. There out your nose. deep breath. Feel the belly. Don't just raise your chest. Let the belly come out. Just relax that diaphragm navel point. Let that belly drop down as you inhale. Now forward. Push it in. Inhale. Push it in. We're inhaling, exhaling. You're going to have to just consciously work on inhaling, pulling it out. Exhale, push it in. Inhale, pull it out. Exhale, push it in. Keep going. We still got about 4 more minutes. Since you're new to me, I just want you to go ahead. Just do whatever you want. Now, as you're doing this, you're building a surplus of energy into your system. You might feel some dizziness as your nervous system strives to adapt to the extra energy flow going on. This will eventually straighten your whole nervous system. That's important. You'll be able to handle stress better. If you're tired and you got a long distance to drive, start doing breath of fire. You're not going to fall asleep doing breath of fire. Two more minutes now. Focus at the brow point now. Last 90 seconds, minute and a half. Try to keep your face relaxed. Just maintain a steady pace. Focus within, eyes closed. Keep that heart center elevated, lower back tucked in, chin, drop it down, pull it back a little bit. Some of you get your chin in the air. You must have been in a high society or something. Got to stay humble here. No arrogance. 30 more seconds. Inhale deeply, fill the belly, let it expand down and out. Fill into the rib cage, fill the chest, heart center elevated, shoulders relaxed, neck lock in place, fill all the way up, top of the head. Inhale some more, more. Hold the breath. Feel the energy, let it circulate. You might even feel a wave of energy. Just ride that wave. Keep your focus at the brow point. Keep your center. Your body may be doing all sorts of other things, like a hurricane is passing through your system. And exhale. Inhale. Full deep breath. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Remember, heart center elevated. And exhale. And continue. Long, deep breathing. You don't feel like breathing now. It takes discipline. It takes willpower. It takes concentration. Just keep going. Don't give up. Keep going. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Keep breathing. One breath at a time. We talked about being Trekkies. We're going to where nobody in our consciousness, you have not gone in your consciousness to this state of mind in your consciousness. You have a giant universe inside you, between those two ears. You have to be willing to go deep and explore the unlimited capacity. Remember to keep the chin dropped and tucked. Keep breathing. Only 4 more minutes. Keep breathing. In and through the nose, out through the nose. This is all nose breathing. This helps to energize these upper chakras between the 4th, 5th, and 6th chakras. If you exhale through the mouth, you're bypassing this brow point in the crown chakra. You don't have to keep your legs in cross-legged position. You can keep them extended out. Just sit comfortably. Keep going. Keep breathing. Remember, you're inhaling and exhaling through the nose. If you need a tissue, we have tissues up on the table up here up front. Or you can grab toilet paper or paper towels in the bathroom in the back. Keep breathing. Keep going. This is not something that is necessarily easy, but it's not difficult either. It's not going to kill you to breathe. Sometimes when you're running, you're going to feel you're going to die. But when we're breathing, we're just breathing. You say, oh, I don't want to push myself any further. But if you do, you're going to all of a sudden break through that resistance you have in your consciousness. You've set preconceived notions of what your capacity is, and then your body starts responding to that. But if you keep going, one breath at a time, take it in, push it out, all the way out, empty completely. Take it in, let it go. Keep going. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Your shoulders are creepy. They always want to creep up on you. You have to constantly monitor those shoulders, because that's where we store our stress. All our negativity, all our worries, our fears, hunching in those shoulders. Let those shoulders be loose. Keep the heart center elevated. Neck lock in place. Breathe. Less than 2 minutes now. You're taking in the prana, that life force energy, the blueprint of the universe. As you exhale, you're letting stuff out from your consciousness, from your body, from your spirit, whatever it is. So keep going. You're going to breathe anyway, so you might as well maximize the effect for a few minutes. So many people are on drugs and take drugs to get high. All they have to do is really just breathe consciously for a few minutes, and you've totally shifted your consciousness. Keep going now. 1 more minute. Inhaling deeply, full deep breath. Exhale, push it all the way out. Inhale. Fill all the way up, top of the head. Exhale. Push it out, push it out. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Fill all the way up. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Deeply fill the belly. Expand into the rib cage. Fill the chest. Heart center elevated. Shoulders relaxed. Up through the neck. Inhale some more. All the way up. Top of the head. Inhale some more into your energy field. Inhale some more. 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 Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale some more. Now hold the breath. Fasten your seatbelt. Ride that wave of energy. Face relaxed. Keep the chest elevated. It'll keep the breath in. The body will eventually normalize itself. And exhale. Remember to breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale. If you need to clear your nostrils, it's an indication. It's a cleansing process. That's what it's all about. Grab a tissue or whatever you need. You might give some, bring, why don't you put that in the middle down there so people don't bring the whole thing down. Oops. Is it one of those magic tricks that disappears? Oh my God. Okay. All right, now we're going to turn on the turbochargers now. You're going to inhale powerfully through around the lips. Exhale through the nose. Going to clear those jets. In through the round of the lips, pour it out through the nose. Powerfully and as rapidly as you can. Only for 90 seconds now. It's like a bellows. When you take a bellows and pump it on the fire, it really revs up the fire. What you're going to do is you're revving up your entire system. That metabolism, your nervous system, your glandular system. One more minute. This really expands your energy field, your aura. You're going to feel really spaced out after this. I don't recommend you go out and drive around. Pull it in, push it out. Use that navel point diaphragm, your power center. Put that energy into the breath. You're building yourself to be like a race car. They have all sorts of turbochargers. This is the way you can turbocharge your body. 15 seconds. You're feeling tingly throughout the body. That means it's working. Now inhale through the lips. Fill up, fill the belly. Fill into the chest. Inhale some more through the lips. Sip it in. More, 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 more. Now hold the breath. Shoulders relax. Elevated heart center. Feel the energy. Let it circulate. Focus at the brow point. That'll hold you in your position. It's like your safety belt. Otherwise you might fly off the planet. You kind of feel that way. And exhale, let it go. Last part of the exercise. Begin breath of fire again, just for 2 minutes now. Keep your focus at the brow point. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Steady pace. Remember, keep that chin tucked in slightly. Keep level-headed. More seconds. If you want to sprint to the finish line, do it as rapidly and as powerfully as you can. Or you can just keep your steady pace. It's up to you. Now inhale deeply, fill the belly, expand into the rib cage, fill the chest, shoulders relaxed, heart center elevated up to the top of the head. Inhale some more. More. Hold the breath. Just hold the breath as long as you can, comfortably, and then just relax and sit quietly, letting the energy balance itself out. Exhale, and just lie down on your back, totally relax for a few moments, consolidate the experience. I'm going to keep the mantra going because that's going to be the mantra for the meditation. Palms facing up, they're your satellite dishes to help you to receive the cosmic flow energy of the universe coming in. Your skin is like a third lung. Just imagine as you take in the breath that you're taking in this pranic energy through every cell of your body, from head to toe, from your fingertips to your tips of your toes. Just let it come through as if by osmosis and fill you up. Let that energy circulate through every cell. As you exhale, just let the tension go. Let the stuff go. Let it release out of you in all directions. The universe has infinite capacity. We may have limited capacity on this planet Earth, but as they keep studying the universe, the magnificence just keeps baffling us. Basically, according to the theorists, something like 93% is dark energy, dark matter. That means we don't, that's not even a tenth. We only know about 1/10 of what's going on. They finally took a picture of a dark hole, and basically they really didn't take a picture of the hole. They took a picture of the energy around a dark hole. That dark hole is like 650 million times bigger than our sun, and it's as big as our solar system. Okay, that's that one dark hole that's about 25-30 billion light years away, or a million. It's hard to keep track of that. Light years, how far light can travel in a year. Light travels 186,000 miles a second, and this is light years. In an hour there's 3,600 seconds. So those are numbers that are just beyond beyond. You know, when you're a little kid, you say, I want infinity. I went out into infinity, and then your friend will say, I want twice the infinity. Well, that's what scientists have been faced with. Before they put up the Hubble telescope, they thought the universe was a certain size. And then the Hubble telescope went up and said, oh my God, it's 10 times bigger than we thought it was. And as they perfected the instruments on, oh, it's even 4 or 5 times bigger than that. And so when they put up this new satellite here in 2020 or something like that to take the place of the Hubble telescope, it's got 10 to 100 times more equipment on it that's capable of processing more and more of what's going on in space. So God only knows what they'll find out at that point. So stay humble. We're just a speck. We're 1 of 5 million on this planet. In this metropolitan area. We're 1 of 7 billion on this planet. Okay? This planet is like if you took a picture of the whole universe, we're just a tiny dot on the solar system. And then if you take a picture of the whole galaxy, you couldn't even locate where the sun and the solar system are. There are millions of stars in our galaxy. And by that count, they figured out that there are millions and millions of galaxies. So just let yourself expand, let yourself release. There's plenty of room for your stuff. Don't become a legend in your own mind. Just allow yourself to stay focused on creating the dynamic flow within you. Draw upon that infinite tap. Okay, now inhale. Exhale. Inhale, begin wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. Some of you must have left the building, so bring yourself back, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Inhale, rotate your ankles and your wrists. Remember to rotate your wrists and your ankles at the same time. I know it's like rubbing your stomach and chewing gum. These are complicated processes. Try to get a robot to do this. You can't. We take all this for granted, but we're a dynamic mechanism. Now stretch the arms overhead. Inhale deeply. Stretch out your spine. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale some more and stretch. If there was $1 million pot of gold above your head, you would learn to stretch another inch or 2. Stretch. Stretch. Exhale, release the tension. You're bringing that pot of gold energy, that healing energy, to the middle of your system. Now bend one knee and turn it over the other leg and stretch out your hip on the inhale. There you go. Try to keep the other leg straight if you can. And exhale back to the center and inhale, bend your knee the other way. No, I mean the other knee, bend your other knee the other. I don't want you to bend your knee backwards. That would be catastrophic.
Owie.
That would be like something like they see on these alien cartoons you see sometimes. And exhale back to the center. Inhale, pull the knees into the chest. Pull them in tight. Stretch out that lower back. Exhale, back off from the tension. Inhale, pull the knees in. This helps to eliminate gas in the system as well. Exhale, back off from the system, so when you're in private, you can really cut loose if you want. Now, holding on the knees, begin rotating sideways, back and forth. Many years ago in a yoga class at the old building, there was just a couple of us in class, and we pulled the knees into the chest. This guy was a little overweight, and he pulled his knees in, and he let out one of these legendary things that they talk about in Beowulf, or Mark Twain wrote an essay on. And I tried to explain to him it's all part of the natural process. He never came back.
Oh, poor guy.
Well, you can't be embarrassed about yourself. You gotta let yourself be seen.
Right,
let other
just
people
go there.
accept you for who you really are, and go on living your life, because everybody is in this together. You know?
Right.
Okay, now rock yourself up. If you can't rock yourself up, turn on your side and bring yourself up. Okay. Very simple meditation now. The important thing is to keep that neck lock in place. It's not a rigid thing. You're just pulling the chin back. You'll feel a slight tension here at the base of the skull. You don't want your head up. That's like pinching, when you have a hose, you turn on the water. If there's a pinch in the hose, the water still flows a little bit, but you're blocking the flow. So you want to keep the hose straight. That's what your spinal column is. If you have your head back, your skull is blocking off the base of the skull. There's blocking off the uppermost part of the spine. So keep the chin pulled in. It's like somebody had a string, like you were a puppet. Right here at the where the colic hairs are. If you pull it straight up, it pulls your chin in a little bit. See it, so you want that as if you're pulling the chin straight back, but keep the shoulders relaxed, keep the heart center elevated. You can have your hands in Gyan Mudra if you want, or you can have your left hand in your lap, right hand on top of the left, and your thumbs are touching. Either way, your choice. Eyes are closed and you're focused at the brow point here, point between the eyebrows, top of the nose. And just listen to the mantra. When you feel comfortable, you can start chanting along with it. If not, you can just... I'm going to start this over.
Do you know the words?
Pavana, 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 Par Para, Pavan Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavan Guru. If you've been listening, it's probably been... You can just listen to the words. When you think you know them, then you can start chanting. Otherwise, just listen. Pavan Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavan Guru, Pavana, 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 Para, Pavan Guru, Waheguru, 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 Pavan Guru, Pavana, 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 Para, Pavan Guru, Pavan Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavan Guru, Pavana, 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 Para, Pavan Guru, Pavan Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavan Guru, Pavana, Pavana, Pavana. Keep that heart center elevated, shoulders relaxed. Don't be a yogic slouch. You don't have to sit cross-legged if you're not comfortable like that. You can sit with your legs extended out. You can even do this meditation sitting in a chair if you like. Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavan Guru, Pavana, 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 Para, Pavan Guru, Pavan Guru, Waheguru, Waheguru, Pavan Guru, Pavana, 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 Para, Pavan Guru, Pavan Guru, Waheguru, 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 Pavana, 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 Para,
Waheguru,
Pavan Guru,
Waheguru,
Waheguru, of minutes now. Sit very still, very quiet. Let the sound permeate your cells. Stay very still, very quiet. Quietly for a moment. Be the observer. There's no right or wrong answers, no judgment, no shame, no blame. Just observe the dynamics. Have compassion because you are experiencing what it is you're observing. So be aware of the dynamics flowing through the body. Tingling sensations, the heat, the cold, the aches, the pains, the flow of the air, the sounds. Whatever it is, allow it to be there with compassion. Be aware of your emotional situation, whether you're happy, sad, angry, frustrated, calm, joyous, inspired. Whatever it is, allow it to be there. Again, no judgment, no shame, no blame, no right or wrong answers, with compassion. Beware of the breath. We controlled the breath. The pavan, the air. You can't live very long without it. See how the air keeps constantly flowing through you, whether you're thinking about it or not. Just observe without controlling the breath. See how the breath flows in and out of its own accord. It's a constant reminder that the universe is paying attention to you. It keeps your heart beating as well. You got that rhythm within you. It's your life rhythm. Beware of your thought process. You have hundreds and thousands of thoughts. See where your mind takes you. Again, no right or wrong answers, no judgment, no shame, no blame. Whether you're dwelling on the past, the present, the future, people, places, things, issues, Easter, whatever it is, allow it to be there. There's no right or wrong answers here. And as you can observe your body, the emotions, the breath, and the mind, there's a vast part of your consciousness beyond these four dimensions that connect you with your unlimited self, connect you with your infinite self, connects you with your undying self, connects you with the cosmos, the universe, connects you with the divine flow, your divinity, however you define that for yourself. So just dwell within your soul or spirit without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. Now we always end each class with a song. But first, I forgot, we should consolidate this experience into one complete experience of who we are at the moment, as the 5 dimensions all coexist. So consolidate them into one complete experience of body, emotions, breath, mind, and spirit, without judgment, without shame, without blame, with compassion. Now inhale and bring your palms together. We always end each class with a little song that embodies why we do the yoga in the first place. So inhale deeply. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale deeply. God bless this earth with peace.
God bless this earth with peace. God bless this earth with peace.
Satnam.
Satnam.
Any questions, comments, you can stay after. And if you want to leave a donation, there's a can in the back. If you're an adventuresome spirit, that on the horizon, summer solstice in the mountains near Santa Fe is a tremendous experience. 10 days of doing yoga, good food to help you to support your spiritual journey. You can do work study scholarships if you want, and you can do that all for less than $200. Food's provided. You have to bring your own tent or come with somebody who has a tent. It's up to you. They have cabins too, but that makes it expensive. Yogi Bhajan wanted people to be out in nature so that they realize that nature is their friend. It's not their enemy. And you have to learn how to be comfortable in the elements, these 5 Tuttvas, the air, the water, the earth, the sun energy, the ethers, up into the stars, the cosmic flow. So that's a very, usually about over 2,000 people gather, and it's all the beautiful music you hear, all those musicians usually show up. It's a great experience. If you want to see some highlight videos, go to YouTube and just type in 3HO Summer Solstice, and they have like 15-minute presentations of several years worth of Summer Solstice. You can say Summer Solstice 2018, they'll have 15 minutes on it. Or Summer Solstice 2010. Maybe they still have those posted. And